Physical touch can be foot rubs, back massages that don't lead down to the booty in between the legs. Like you could really massage somebody and then let them go to sleep. Yeah. A massage is physical touch, and you ain't got to, you be like you ain't got to put on Jodeci to massage me. Cause that just let me know that my massage just turned into foreplay. That ain't just a massage now. So now in the back of my mind, like, yes, I'm relaxing, but I know I'm about to get flipped in a minute.
At any minute.
Any minute now. This could be over.
You're going to get violated.
As soon as my massage moves to the thighs, like I'm timing it, it's almost time. Welcome to today's episode of Relationship Talk with the Guests. Today, we will be reviewing some gems dropped by a very influential writer, Gary Chapman. Before I tell you what he wrote, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please do that now so that you'll get an alert when we post some new bangers, okay? So right down there, hit the subscribe button. You got it? Okay, back to Gary. So he's not only a writer, but he's also a marriage counselor and director of marriage seminars. So in 1992, he released the book, The 5 Love Languages: How to Express Heartfelt Commitment to Your Mate. This book outlines 5 general ways that romantic partners express and experience love, which Chapman calls love languages. Lots of people have heard of them. So these 5 ways are through sharing words of affirmation, physical touch, spending quality time, giving and receiving gifts, and performing acts of service. So if you would like your own copy of this book, there's a link to purchase pinned below. So understanding love languages can greatly enhance your relationship by improving communication, deepening emotional connections, and fostering a stronger sense of love and appreciation between the partners. So let's take a look at like 6 ways that learning to love your partner through his or her primary love language can be beneficial. So the first way that it's going to benefit you is improved communication for sure. And we all know that this is one of the largest issues in most relationships is communication. So when you and your partner know each other's love languages, you can express your affection in ways that resonate most with them. So this knowledge helps you communicate more effectively, reducing misunderstandings and conflicts. So as you grow and evolve, sometimes like your love languages change and you have to be willing to make adjustments for your partner. This was a transformational lesson learned for us. So don't you think that we communicate better because we know each other's love languages?
100%.
You want to talk about your love language and then I'll talk about mine?
It's a game changer. Yeah, we can talk about mine. Mine is pretty simple, been consistent. Before kids, after kids, before marriage, after marriage. I'm a words of affirmation communicator and physical touch. Those are like just a tie. Like they flip-flop a little bit, but it's always 1 point, words of affirmation, and then physical touch, or it's 1 point, physical touch, words of affirmation, as far as the lead. So those are my 2. And I feel like that makes it a little easier for you because you know those consistently work for me.
He feels like it makes it easy for me, but it's very, very difficult for me. And this is why. It's difficult for me because I'm not a words of affirmation. I don't feel love or naturally express love through words of affirmation.
Tell them what your score.
So when I took the love languages quiz, then I got a score of 0 for words of affirmation. So
nothing.
It's actually like when people try to tell me how much they love me, like that doesn't resonate with me. And so for me to love him that way, I have to be intentional about that.
Right.
And I had to learn to be that because that's how he feels love. And so I have to, make myself say these things. So I had to go above and beyond. And in the beginning, I had to create a schedule. Like, I need to text him this information. I need to say these things to him so that he feels what I actually feel for him. Because I can't love on him the way I feel love, which is through acts of service. Now, what we do have in common is still physical touch.
Right.
And quality time has always been a big deal for me as well. But physical touch and acts of service, now that I've had children, definitely at the top of the list. And so I do really nice things for him, and I expect him to feel love.
Right.
Well, he's like, I feel love when you touching on me and you telling me I'm great. So when I want him to feel it, then that's what I need to do for him. When he wants me to feel love, then he know he need to get in there and wash some dishes.
I gotta wash some dishes.
Or take these kids over here and do this. Change this dirty diaper, even though he has changed 3 in his whole life. Like, go over there and change that dirty diaper so you can show me you love me.
Hey, listen, we talked in a previous episode how I'm learning how to load the dishwasher and everything. I'm trying to take task off your plate because we have 2 very, very, very needy children that love and pull on their mama. So you deserve to feel love in the way that you need. And so I try to look for little tasks that I could take off your plate.
Which goes against your nature.
Ooh.
But it's important. Right.
It does.
But when you really love someone, you want them to feel your love the way that they can receive it. And so it's worth it to go above and beyond and get outside of your comfort zone.
When you showed me your new score with the love languages and it said acts of service, I literally said what?
Yuck. Yuck, acts of service. No one wants to do that. But I mean, he's getting better.
Yeah, but I like your response from it. Like how when you get it, you show very good appreciation.
Through words. I show appreciation through words.
Yeah.
And since physical touch is another one of mine, look, that does not mean necessarily
Preach on that.
Sexual touch. Physical touch can be foot rubs, back massages that don't lead down to the booty in between the legs. Like, you could really massage somebody and then let them go to sleep. Yeah. A massage is physical touch, and you ain't got to, you be like you ain't got to put on Jodeci to massage me. Cause that just let me know that my massage just turned into foreplay. That ain't just a massage now. So now in the back of my mind, like, yes, I'm relaxing, but I know I'm about to get flipped in a minute.
At any minute.
Any minute now. This could be over.
You're going to get violated.
As soon as my massage moves to the thighs, like I'm timing it, it's almost time. So yeah, if you try to show physical touch, love that way, sometimes it can be sexual, because a lot of people that, receive love through physical touch are sexual people. We are. But sometimes we just want you to touch on us and then leave us alone.
And then leave.
You too. Sometimes you want to get touched and you don't want me doing nasty stuff all the time, do you?
Nasty stuff.
But that ain't what you're looking for.
Nah.
Sometimes you be like, leave me alone. Don't act like that. After I put it on you back to bite.
I'm gonna put it up like that.
Then don't you be like, leave me alone.
That point, I think you're trying to kill me then.
You see, and that's what he say. You trying to kill me.
Trying to get that insurance money. If I pass out and y'all hear like it's a color purple thing on top of me, she got me.
You see what I'm saying?
It's kind of how I want to go out, to be honest.
Hey, what's the next one? You're just not safe. You're not safe right now.
Go out. Like, if you're gonna die,
I would be traumatized.
Really?
I would never want to get on top of another person. I would.
Perfectly.
I would, but it would take me some time.
Anyway.
I would stay on the bottom.
Anyway.
I can't. Okay. Let me move on. What is the next one?
I know. We done lost
What
focus.
are we talking about?
I don't know where we are. What are we at?
I think, here we go. Love languages. Okay. Meeting emotional needs. Yes. Learning somebody's love language will help you meet emotional needs. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. So each love language represents a different way that people feel loved and valued. By understanding your partner's love language, you can meet their emotional needs more effectively. For example, if their love language is words of affirmation, then you can offer verbal compliments and expressions of love will have a significant impact on their emotional well-being. So me telling Ed that, I feel like, for one, I appreciate you so much. And I feel like you're the best father and husband that I ever could have had.
Wow.
And I see how you are grinding and sacrificing for us. And I just think that you're going to do great things. So as I pray for you today, I pray for God to just continue to bless you and help you be the king that you are.
Man, see, that worked.
So I incorporated, I did the words of affirmation, and then I rubbed on his head because his number 2 is physical touch. So I touched him.
Glass of sugar.
Because your lips gonna be red. You see what I'm saying? Now he want to be nasty. Talking about, can I have some sugar? See, you can't even tell these people nothing good. So I touched on him, and I gave him some words of affirmation, and he over there smiling from ear to ear. Even though it was an exercise, he knows that that's how I feel about him.
Right.
And I told him, and so he felt it.
Right.
So I could have gone to be like, I got your truck washed because I love you so much. He would have been like, thank you.
Thank you.
But that wouldn't feel. Now I'm going to feel loved if you go get my car washed and fill it up with gas.
Yes.
You love me.
Yes.
You love me. Don't tell me all this love you got. Go show me something.
Yes. If she wakes up in the morning and the house is clean, and the kitchen is clean, and breakfast is cooked, she is.
What you trying to get from me?
Yes.
What do you want, when, and how? Let's go.
Yeah. So.
Did you say the house was clean and breakfast was cooked? And the chaps are somewhere? Baby, that's going to work for me every time. You love me, okay? It's going to... These love languages, this is tough to get through.
It is.
You keep getting me sidetracked. They just need it for me. So, let me pull my shirt up a little bit.
Clutch your pearls.
Yes. So these love languages will help with increased intimacy. Understanding and speaking your partner's love language can create a deeper sense of intimacy.
Yes.
So when you consistently demonstrate love in the way that they prefer, like it strengthens your emotional bond.
That is true.
The shared language of love enhances emotional intimacy and fosters a greater sense of connection. Just
totally
like it
true.
did just now.
Just
You just
now.
painted a picture for me.
Right.
It was a fictional picture, but I saw this clean house. I smelled this bacon and sausage because I do want both meats with eggs, grits, and biscuits or toast. Yeah, I smelled it. And then I saw my house without my kids in it because they was gone somewhere safe.
Right.
Not just at anybody's house. They over there with Monica or Maya, somewhere good and safe. And I just...
Right.
It made me want to get close to you.
Exactly. And therefore, the bond, when you join together with those images, with that feeling of love, it makes sex even better. It makes...
Yes, all intimacy is not sex. I said intimacy.
Okay, I thought, hey.
Everything can't be bumping and grinding, sir.
Hey, it makes it better. Even if we're not talking about it, it does.
Look, next episode, the difference between sex and intimacy.
Yeah, that's men need to be
We're gonna let Ed lead that one so he can go do some research. MG. Okay. So learning your partner's love language can lead to an enhanced appreciation. So knowing their love language allows you to show appreciation for their efforts and actions in a way that's meaningful to them. For instance, if their love language is acts of service, performing helpful tasks or chores demonstrates your love and appreciation more effectively than other gestures might. So yeah, I mean, I like gifts. They're cool. So if you buy me a purse and you come in and you like, I really appreciate you. Hey, got you a really nice purse. I'd be like, thank you. Can you go in there and vacuum?
Right.
Can you go in and wash the dishes? Like, if you really appreciate me, then you're going to love me like this. You're going to show your appreciation this way.
Right.
So how you feel about gifts? What do you usually get on that? Because
I like gifts, but I believe...
you don't associate love with gifts.
Between that or acts of service, those are like lower.
That's probably why we don't do well usually with like Christmas gifts and stuff like that.
We'll
get them. Like I buy my own, and I be like, "Look what you got me for Christmas. This is cute."
Great, I bought you something. It was like, "What you want?" Like, I don't know.
And I'll get him something just so he can have something to open. But it's just not a big deal to us.
It's not
like we like to give to our kids and
we'll
stuff.
We'll have Christmas time. It'll be 50 gifts. And 48 are for the kids.
The last 100 birthdays, what have I asked you for? For as long as you can remember.
The kids to be gone somewhere and to be left alone.
Leave me alone.
And to be pretty much pampered all day. That's it.
I want my feet rubbed.
Nothing
I want a
costs,
massage.
Nothing that has
I want you to feed me.
Yeah, feed you.
I don't want to cook.
I could either buy it, cook it, order
I don't care.
Whatever.
So he'd be like, so it can be hamburger help? Yes, I know you can't cook. I don't care what you feed me. I just don't want to do it.
She don't want to cook. And that's been her birthday. And I'm like, you serious. You don't want you don't want the latest bag. You don't want no jewelry. Nope. Get these kids somewhere.
I don't want to see about my children. But I want them seen about.
Don't take that the
Put them somewhere safe.
She's an excellent.
I am.
Excellent.
That's why I need a break.
But on her birthday, get rid of them.
He was like, you don't want to spend your birthday with your kid? No, I don't. I want somebody else out.
She don't want to spend
I want their
Day
godparents to have them. And I want some food, and I want you to rub on me. And when I want to go to sleep, I want to go to sleep and leave me alone.
Yeah.
And I don't want to watch Justice League. Now, what are we doing?
The Justice League slander has been ridiculous today, but that's okay.
It's fresh. It's a fresh rule.
It is.
So, y'all got to keep us focused. Y'all be like, come on, Ed and Maya, the next one.
We may need a live audience.
Just to keep us on track, baby. We've been acting up.
Right.
Okay, so the next one that it's going to help with, and we all need this. Like, we are definitely getting better, and we need to continue to get better, resolving conflicts.
Absolutely.
So when conflicts arise, understanding each other's love language can be invaluable. Like, it helps navigate difficult conversations with empathy and compassion. Like, you can express your concerns in ways that resonate with your partner's love language. It makes it easier for them to receive your message without feeling attacked or unloved. So if I have an issue with him and I go to this man, he just told me that just the other day. He was like, if you had opened with telling me that I was good in this area, then it would have helped. And so I went back and I said, I understand. And it took to the next day for me to figure out how to say it. And I said, I know how to say it now. And so I have to look at him. And I have to open, because his love language is words of affirmation. So I have to open, I got to touch him. I told you, I got to touch him. And I got to say, even though this is conflict resolution, I have an issue with the way he is doing something.
Yep.
So let's pick something random, like this dishwasher, since we talk about it in all the episodes. It could be the worst person to ever load a dishwasher. He really just gets dishes and he throws them in there, however they stack up. So what I can say is, bad. Like, thank you so much for trying to clean the kitchen and trying to take that off my plate. I get so tired, but man, when you come through for me and you willing to take that on, I really appreciate it. And we really want these dishes to be clean so that we don't have to redo it. So when we try it next time, it might be helpful just to make sure that we make one road like this right here, and it'll probably make your job easier because you won't ever have to redo it.
Okay, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So instead of, I can't, oh my God, how you gonna if you gonna do something for me, do it right. So you ain't do it right, so now I got to go do it. It ain't helpful if you ain't gonna do it right.
The dishes are not clean.
Now I'm going, I can't even get a bowl. So I was about to cut. The dadgum bowl is dirty. Like, how you gonna, if you gonna do something for me, do it like I would do it. And that would be the difference.
That would be the difference. That would be a big difference.
Communicate with him in his love language, where he can receive it instead of how I want to say it.
I will say that what you just said earlier, above anything else, even above the intimacy and improved intimacy, conflict resolution has really been helped by knowing the love languages. Absolutely. We get through conflict so much better, so much better because of
Like literally, if he does something and he knows that he knows that he did something wrong,
Yep.
like sometimes he won't say nothing to me, which is wonderful. He'll just start doing stuff.
I'll start doing stuff.
He'll get up and he'll start cleaning something.
Taking out the
or
trash.
he will.
Start checking, hey, the kids need a diaper change.
He'll start doing stuff.
I'll then start with let's rehash the argument.
And I appreciate it, because don't talk to me. Go take some off my plate. Yep. And now I was like, oh, okay.
Yep.
And don't go order no food, baby.
Yeah.
So you done cleaned up a little bit and then you order some food.
Oh,
then we back together. That's
usually, like, when we ain't speaking to each other, the best way to get us, hey, you want to go get something to eat?
Yes.
We
go together
we still ain't going to talk in the car. She ain't going to talk till the food actually hits her lip.
Because I don't trust you yet. I don't trust you. You might be telling me you're going to take me to Captain D's and you ain't. So when I get my shrimp with a side of cheese, jalapeno cheese things, then we can talk. So we was broke up, but now we go together again.
We go together again.
So yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yes, and yes. It can also help with building emotional resilience. So when partners actively use each other's love languages, it creates a positive cycle of reinforcement. So by consistently, and it has to be consistently meeting each other's emotional needs, you build a foundation of security and trust within the relationship. So this emotional resilience helps you weather challenges and strengthens your overall bond. So that's really important too, because can I trust you? You handled it right one time, but are you gonna go back to the old you later?
Right.
Everybody's looking for that.
Right.
They don't want to forget the way you used to be. So it's like you have to really keep showing up. So if I say something nice to him today, am I going to use his love language against him tomorrow and be like, you ain't this, you ain't that, you never were, your daddy wasn't nothing, and you ain't gonna be nothing either. You don't love me right. You don't do nothing right. You suck. Like, because if you're going to do that the next day, then they don't feel like your words are genuine or that your acts of love are genuine.
Right.
So you do have to be consistent. Did you have anything you wanted to add on that?
I agree totally. Like, consistency is the key to doing it. You can't just do it once, or you can't do it just when you feel like you're in trouble. Like you said, I do use it when I'm in trouble, but I also try to use it just because. You know what I'm saying? So those just because moments where you express that love, will help strengthen the relationship as well.
You're right. Absolutely. So remember that understanding love language is not a one-time solution, but an ongoing process. People's preferences and needs can evolve over time, like mine have. Mine started off with physical touch, quality time, and then after I had these babies, skyrocketed to the top, the acts of service. So you do have to be open and flexible. Be open and honest with your communication. That's essential. Regularly checking in with each other and being responsive to any changes in your partner's love language ensures a continued deepening of your connection. So even if it's something you don't want to hear, like he really didn't want to hear, that the way I now give and receive love is through acts of service. Like, that's like the worst one for him. He would rather spend his money and go buy me stuff.
I would.
He was like, that's the worst news. I don't want to love you like that. But because he loves me, then it's worth it to him to love me the right way.
That part.
And that's how I feel about him, because I love him. Even though my mouth is so slick and I want to say some mean things just because it feels good.
Those words of affirmation, that's tough. As tough as it is for me to do acts of service, it is tough for her. It's not tough for her to do the words of affirmation. It's tough for her to consistently do it.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, because it just hit me right now.
Right.
I don't think offering the words of affirmation are as difficult as refraining from offering words that tear down.
Words of destruction.
Words of destruction come so quickly to my tongue. And especially when he gets on my nerves.
Yes.
Like, I want to say some slick stuff.
Yes.
But because that's the way he receives love, that's also the way he feels unloved when I tear him down with my tongue. And the Bible says that I have to be careful about that.
Yes, a
and
man would rather live on the roof of a house.
The corner of the roof
of a house.
The most dangerous place up there. than in the house with a nagging woman.
With a nagging woman.
So I can't be that.
Right.
as bad as I want to be. Why you like?
Because I know, listen, that's how I know she wants to be. Because when we're in a good space like this, and you know how folks are, some
Baby.
people, like we throw jabs when we're in a good spot, but she one of the ones, if y'all would have played your mama jokes,
Baby.
and everybody would laugh, but she would say that one where everybody would be like, ooh. She
Right.
looks for that. She looks for that
Ooh,
winner.
she's telling the truth about your mama.
Like your mama. Like if your mama really was, you know, a drunk or a crackhead.
Oh my God, you have to be careful.
I know, we'll be careful. But she will go there. But she's gotten better. She has learned very well how to love with her tongue. And it has made our relationship just blissful.
For more information about our coaching services,
Yes.
courses, marriage tools,
Yes.
events, and getaways,
Yes.
head over to onevisionerc.com.
That is the website again, onevisionerc.com.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you later.
All right.